Today, I want to share one of my addictions with you. I'm addicted to my timer. Now, I know that some of the things I'm going to show you about the timer you could probably use with your mobile phone, like your timer on your mobile phone, but I really like a timer like this. And I'm going to tell you about 6 different ways I use it. The first, and maybe the least important way, is I use it as an alarm clock. So say I set it for 8 hours and press the start button, and then 8 hours later it wakes me up, beep, 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 and I press the button and it turns off. So that's the first way that I use it. The second way is I use it for naps. So like say I want to take a 31-minute nap. So I type in 31, and then 31 minutes later, I press the start button, and 31 minutes later, it wakes me up, A third way that I use it is that I have an appointment later in the day, and it's sort of out of my regular schedule, and I think that I might miss it. So I set the timer. I say, well, I'll just calculate. Oh, that's 3.5 hours later. So I set the timer. 3.5 hours later, it beeps at me. A fourth way I use it is for like somebody, say I'm talking with somebody, or I call them, or they say, hey, I can't talk now. Please call me back in an hour and a half. Well, I'm going to be involved with something else in an hour and a half. I'll most likely forget about it, I don't want to be watching the clock all the time. So again, I set the timer on 90 minutes. 90 minutes later, beep, beep, beep. And oh, yes, I'm supposed to call that person. Fifth way that I use it is a little bit different than that. It's like I'm talking, maybe I'm doing something, like I'm talking with somebody. I don't want to be interrupted. I don't want to be looking at the clock, or I really would just want to concentrate. But yet I know maybe 45 minutes later, I've got to realize I need to go do something else, or make a call or something like that. So I'll again set the timer for 45 minutes and can really just concentrate and be with the person or do whatever I'm doing, and not worrying about missing what I need to do in 45 minutes later. The sixth way I use it, and this is a pretty interesting way, maybe different than all the others, is sometimes, in other video I talked with you about I next and I now, or Dwight next and Dwight now. So Dwight next says, oh, you need to do this, and Dwight now, no, I just want to do that, So there's a conflict, and so I want to get away this so they can both win. So what I do is I say, okay, let's make a game here. Let's set this on 15 minutes. 15 minutes like that. And then I say, okay, 15 minutes for what Dwight next wants to do. And then when it beeps, I press the stop button and it stops it. I press the stop button again, this button again, and it resets it to what it was set before, in this case 15 minutes, and then press it third time and it starts down again. So just 3 quick presses and it starts down again on 15 minutes again. And the second 15 minutes then I use for what Dwight now wants, which is something probably where I'm going to get pleasure from in the immediate moment. I'm not so concerned about the future. And then they go back and forth. So Dwight next gets 15 minutes, Dwight now gets 15 minutes, it goes back and forth, and they're both happy, And just so you have a sense here, just give you a sense of what the beep is. So it beeps like that, and so it's loud enough in most cases to alarm, to let me know that I need to stop and do whatever it says. So I'm totally addicted to this timer. I've actually got 3 of them in my house, and I highly recommend it, and try it. You'll like it.